Hi everybody, it's your girl Curly Cammy. I'm back with another seafood mukbang. I have, as you can see, some good old Dungeness crabs. Maybe I should do a little lower. Anyway, so I got some Dungeness crabs, some veggies. These are what I eat for snacks. One of my friends was asking me, what do you eat for snacks and stuff? Because, you know, I've been dropping a lot of weight, different things. But I eat like raw English cucumbers and like these little different tomatoes. So I eat these for snacks. I don't buy chips. I don't eat stuff like that. Every now and then I eat chips. But other than that, I don't buy stuff like that for the house. If I eat chips, I'm out on the go or something like that. But other than that, this right here, this is what I eat in fruit. And I'll eat a lot of fruit because fruit has a lot of sugar in it. So anyway, welcome. I am hungry. So I might be eating kind of, you know, a little crazy. So y'all have to forgive me, baby, because I'm hungry today. I have literally not done a thing today. I worked a little bit. It's kind of slow today. So ain't much going on. So I'm just kind of, you know, waiting on people to get back to me. That's really all I'm doing today. Well, that's it. How are y'all doing? Baby, it's getting crazy and crazy about a day, ain't it, y'all? Woo! I just feel sorry for so many people, you know? I'm like, my God. And sometimes, you know what people need to do? They just need to hush. That's a lesson I just learned recently. Just be quiet. That's all you gotta do is hush your mouth, honey. You get more done sometimes you just shut up. So, that's what I'm doing. I'm closing my mouth. Woo! But anyway, child, I'm gonna keep it light today. I ain't gonna go too deep on y'all. You know how sometimes I can go off on a tangent. By God knows what. But listen, y'all, we gonna talk about dating today. Cause woo, it's been a minute. Oh, y'all, I forgot my Target things was up there. Y'all don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. I hung those up there because I was practicing dry fire. Because I've been going to the range and I've been practicing, you know, at the house, you know, dry fire. I'm trying to get my sights because I can't see. So I'm trying to get better at my sights. But anyway, so I just hung those up there, trying to practice. Somebody unsuspecting walking here be like, what is going on? My God. But no, y'all, it ain't nothing crazy. I promise. But anyway, so y'all, I'm back out there. And for real, I'm back out there. Like I ain't gonna say heavy duty, you know. But I am on the scene, honey. And woo, it is something. It really is. So, Lord, I had to be careful when I say this here. Hold on. I had to be careful when I say this here. Because one of the guys I went out with, and it was, you know, I ain't gonna say it was a disaster, but it just didn't end well. The date, it just didn't, it didn't come off good. It just, And he might be still watching if he can remember my channel name. Because before we was leading up to, you know, actually going out or meeting up for a meet and greet, he had we were talking about our interests, and I was telling him that I made YouTube videos, and he just wanted to see my channel, you know, try to see, you know, what I was about or whatever. And child, I sure hate I did that. That was a mistake I would never make again. I would never tell another man that, you know, that I'm going to potentially, that I'm just going to, you know, be talking to, you know, before I start dating them, that I do YouTube videos, because now I can't talk about them. But I'm going on anyway, whatever, and say what I got to say. I ain't gonna tear him down or nothing like that, because it wasn't that serious. It wasn't nothing that bad. But listen. So, I met this guy on this dating app or whatever. So, the first guy I met, you know, several guys, but these two particular people, we were going to, you know, we had planned to meet up in person. So the first guy, you know, he was real cool. He was from the South like me. And he seemed like he had his head on pretty good. Had a real good job, so he say. And I checked him out, and he was legit. And so, you know, it was cool. So I'm like, okay. So we agreed to meet up. So first he was like, well, why don't you come over to my house for tacos? So he tried to be slick. So I'm like, boy, I'm not coming to your house for tacos. First of all, you 41 years old. You ought to know that ain't nobody finna come to your house for tacos. You know, ain't nobody stupid. You know, I'm not, at least. Maybe these other women out here just be falling for stuff or whatever, but I'm not one of those. So cause he was like, you like tacos? I was like, yeah. Why don't you come over for tacos tomorrow? So I'm like, no. I said, we can go out for tacos or pick up some tacos somewhere and meet at a, you know, location and have them, you know, sit out at the picnic, you know, have a picnic or something, but I'm not going to come to your house. So he's like, well, I don't want to go to a place and, you know, buy tacos, spend $40 on tacos. That doesn't make any sense. I said, well, it don't make no sense for me to come to your house. That's what don't make sense. You think I'm falling for that one. So I'm already getting irritated now. That you even trying to ask me this. So move it on. So we get past that. So then he says, well, what would you like to do? So then when he asked me that, and I was like, okay, now maybe he wasn't, you know, trying to go on, you know, trying to get in the pants, you know. So I said, well, we can go out to another type of restaurant, or, you know, when we can go for a walk or something. You know, just something we could just, you know, really talk, try to get to know each other, or whatever. So he was like, okay. And so prior to all of this, you know, for the, you know, just talking in general, you know, I had asked him, I said, you know, your profile says that you were 5'9", 5'8", or 5'9". And I said, I'm 5'10". Is that gonna be an issue? He was like, I'm a grown man. Why would that be an issue? And I was like, okay, I'm just asking because, you know, you haven't seen me in person. So I just want to make sure that's okay before I waste my time. He was like, no, I'm good with that. So get to the date. The day of the walk, we're going to go walking. I pull up in my car. He finally, you know, walk out or whatever. Child, this boy able to 5'7". And I mean, I'm talking about 5'7", probably 5'6.5". I'm so much taller than him, it's ridiculous. He instantly got an attitude. I'm talking about attitude, honey. So he mad now. So he came out talking slick, you know how people will be when they intimidated, we're trying to overcompensate. They be trying to make everything a joke, but they really be serious. So he's saying everything, you know, saying all these little snide remarks about my height, my weight, this and that. Then trying to just saying little stuff because I was saying, as we started walking, I said, oh, I should have left my glasses because I wear glasses. Y'all don't never really see me with my glasses on, but I wear glasses. And I was like, you know, I said I should have left my glasses because they kept sliding on my face. And so anyway, so he was like, oh, so you just gonna complain the whole time? Oh, you one of them. So instead of him just saying, you know, I'm really not interested in you or whatever, he just, you know, had this cracking on me, just making all these nasty remarks. But he was trying to play it off like as he was joking, because before we had met, he had been, you know, we was just kind of like digging on each other, you know, as if that was just kind of like a thing, you know, like, because I had a dude that I used to date, God rest his soul. That's how we used to do with each other. We used to just kind of like always call each other dork and dweeb and, you know, just kind of like make fun of each other. But we was cool like that. So I thought this was kind of going to be almost the same thing. But this was like going in a different direction. So he was just being rude. So I'm like, okay. So then we started talking about serious stuff. And you know, it was changing direction. So I thought it started going well. So then he was getting ticked off that he was trying to impress me and it wasn't impressing me, because he kept trying to get me to come to his house. And I was telling him, no, I ain't comfortable with none of that now. So we could talk about something else, because that's not happening. Especially after I've only known you for like a week and I still can't even say I know you. We've been talking on the phone for a week. Today is our first time meeting in person. I don't know you. Well, he's trying to get me to, trying to tell me all this foolishness and garbage about whatever, and it just wasn't working. So, excuse me. So yeah, so, and it wasn't working. So he was trying to tell me all this different stuff about, you know, who he knew and all this type of stuff. And I was telling him, I was like, well, you know, that's cool. And I said, that's great. But I said, you do know what I do for a living and who all, and all the people I know. And so he was like, yeah, but do you do this? And do you know somebody can do this? I said, it doesn't matter who I know. If I know somebody who can do it, I said, but I know these people directly. I said, I have these people's phone numbers and all kinds of stuff. I said, as a matter of fact, one of these people called me directly and checked on me just yesterday to see how I was doing because of, you know, all the things that are going on in the world. I said, so I'm sorry, but I'm just not impressed that, you know, you happen to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. And just because you do doesn't mean that's going to lead me to go into your bedroom. It don't work like that. And so then he was just put off. So then he started saying that I look like a big kid. I look like a child. Just putting me down. Oh, okay. So I literally told him, I said, if we were not the only two black people out walking in a all white neighborhood, I would leave you. I would take an Uber back to my car and I would leave you. So I said, so the only thing saving you right now is because we the only two black people. Other than that, I would leave you stranded. Because at the time where we lived, we was having protests and a lot of stuff was going on. And people was, you know, kind of out here treating us bad. They still are. But it was real bad at the time. And so if something had happened to him, I wouldn't have felt right. But so I was just trying to be courteous. But if I had a, if the times was different, he sure would have been left. But anyway, but yeah. And so he was he was a jerk. And it was all leading back to height. He was mad because I was talking to him. He lied about his height. He was lying. He was just trying to overcompensate. And I hate when people do that. Like, why would you do that? Stop lying about stuff. And then you're mad about it. Then you just told me you was a man. If you was all this man that you said you was, then why would you, talking to me like that? Why would you be having to talk to me like that? And doing all this extra stuff. It ain't that serious. Because if I walked up on somebody and they was not who, and I was like, oh man, I done lied. I would not be the one be trying to be rude to them. I'd be like, you know what? I lied. I obviously, am not who I said I was, and whatever. I would be trying to apologize to them. I would not be the one trying to be rude. But child, he was a little jerk. But anyway, so so the next date was like 2 or 3 days later. So I went out with this other guy. And this the guy that knows my YouTube channel. So we had met on the same site. And whew, y'all, this finna get crazy. So he was real nice, laid back type of dude, good height. For me, real good height. Didn't have any children or nothing. And yeah. Or whatever. So we talked on the phone. I can't remember. Was it for? Then we talked on the phone the night before, and then we decided we were gonna meet up the next day. I think it was the next day. I can't remember. I don't know. So we was gonna. So he had told me, he was like, he said I had he had some nerve damage to his ankle and his wrist from a car accident. So I thought, okay. I said everybody got something little, things wrong with them. So I wasn't tripping about that. Well, he didn't go into detail about it. So I'm thinking, nerve damage. I don't know what nerve damage means. I'm thinking like nerve damage is like, I don't know what the deal. And I'm not joking. I don't want to say this in a harsh manner. Because God knows what I mean, and God knows my heart. So I'm gonna be easy when I say this. Nobody please take this the wrong way. But he had a very, 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 very pronounced limp and limited range of motion of his hand. And I'm like, he didn't tell me none of this. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, well, if you could have went as far and said that you had nerve damage, then why couldn't you have said that, when it said all of the other part? So I'm like, I don't like when people do that. I don't like that at all. It takes me back to a time years ago when this guy had went on this date with this dude. And he had said that he didn't tell me that he had scoliosis. And I'm like, and I get to the date and I'm like, what is going on? You know, people got things going on, that's their business, you know what I'm saying? But you got to give people the opportunity, or, you know, you got to let people make that decision for themselves if that's what they want to, you know, they want to be involved with somebody that has these type of things, you know what I'm saying? Just like me being fat, if somebody want to be involved with that, I can't be hiding and catfishing people and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to tell, you know, show people what it is. If I'm fat, I'm fat. If I'm whatever, I'm whatever. I have to be honest with folks. You cannot be lying and hiding stuff from folks. You know, you have to just tell it. Tell it what it, be honest with people up front. So moving on. So, as we're talking or whatever at the meet and greet, it's just not going well. It's not going well in my mind. I put it on the front because I have to. Because we was gonna meet up at Dunkin' Donuts for coffee and donuts. And everything is closed, by the way, at this time because, like I said, we had a lot of protests going on in the city. And then on top of that, COVID. And so places are open for you to walk in, but you can't sit in and dine in. So we had planned to sit in and dine in, but we didn't know we couldn't sit down. So we went and decided to sit in my car and talk. So we're sitting in my car talking or whatever. And then conversation's going well. We're talking about whatever. And then as we're going towards the end, I was like, I gotta get home because I gotta take a midterm. And I did have to take my midterm. And so then he goes, well, I want to see how you cuddle. Can you hold me? And I'm like, what? So I'm feeling trapped. At this point, I don't have my gun. I do have my taser. But where it was, I had it in the wrong pocket. I had it in my right pocket and not in my left pocket where I should have had it. So it was like, I'm like thinking to myself, idiot, why did you put it in your right pocket? So we're sitting there and we're just, you know, and so he's like, I want to hold me. I want to see how you cuddle, see if this could work. And I'm like, this is weird doing this in the car. And this is weird. I don't know if this is what I want to do. So he's like, I just want to see. And so then I'm like, you know, like this is awkward. So I had my hand on his shoulder or whatever, and that's all I was willing to do. I was like, I can't do anything else. I'm sorry. So anyway, so he gets a little irritated. So I just, you know, did that because I knew it was gonna piss him off. And then he left. He got out the car and was like, all right, I'm out. And I was like, great, thank God. And so I can't remember if he called me or something, but he was like, so do you want to come over tomorrow and cuddle? And I said, no. No, I do not want to come over tomorrow and cuddle. What? I said, dude, I said, you cool, but what I can't do is give you something that you got to work hard for 2 days after you met me. No, it don't work like that. He's like, what do you mean? He said, I thought we talked about this and I thought we talked about that. And I thought you were, you know, cool and this and that. I said, yeah, but it don't work like that. You don't get everything you want without working for it. And he was like, well, I don't know about this then. I said, well, I don't know about it either. He said, well, do you want to be friends? I said, no, I don't. I sure don't. You don't want to be friends at least? I said, no, I don't. I said, I have enough guy friends. I don't need another one. So if you don't want to, if I this and that, blah, 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 you don't even want to be friends? I said, what part of that did you not understand? And so then I had to tell him some stuff and explain to him where I was coming from and get his mind together. You know, why you don't be asking no woman to be doing this and that as soon as you meet them. Because he acted like he was slow. And, you know, I had to get him together. And then he still again asked me to come over. And I'm said, you know, well, did you have brain damage when you had this car accident? They gave you nerve damage too? Because good God. You probably understood, didn't I? Nah. You know, most time when you tell a man, you know, I don't want to do this or whatever because, you know, I don't want to do it. They either be like, okay, cool. I'm just looking for, you know, a little fun or something, or okay, cool, you know, we'll be on your terms, or, you know, I'm cool with waiting or whatever. But no, you just gonna keep on asking like you didn't hear me the first time. Well, that lets me further know you're gonna be aggressive and I'm gonna have to pull a bullet in you. So this is going on, you going on about your business. And he just won't understand it. So, and then he called me the next day and all this stuff. I was like, blocked. We can't talk, never again. And then, so I had deleted my profile. And I know guys probably like, now why does she keep making new profiles? Because y'all don't go through the stuff we go through as women. I had to delete my profile and make a new one because dudes be on you and be chasing you, and you had to make a new profile to get rid of people and all kind of stuff. And that's what I be doing. You block one and then they make a new profile. You had to get away from them. Oh, it'd be just like, come on. And then he had the nerve when I made a new profile to try to match with me. No, dog, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. So, I don't know. Will anybody else be going through these crazy situations with this online dating? Cause God, I be like, it can't be just me. It just cannot be. It can't be. It can't be. Ooh, y'all, tomorrow I am going to get my concealed carry. I'm so excited. I say tomorrow, but by the time y'all see this, it'll be today. So today, I'll be going to get my concealed carry. It is important that you do things decent and in order. Everybody, minorities, whoever, get your stuff decent and in order. You know? Don't put yourself in no situation where people are gonna have a reason to have something to say to you. You know what I'm saying? Get your business straight. Don't be out here, I'm gonna just say it. Don't be out here with your stuff all out of whack and then wonder why you always in some mess. Well, hello, you get your business together. And you know, I ain't talking about social injustice or nothing like that. Now everybody calm down. I'm just saying, you know how like some people just seem like mess follow them? Them type of people, that's what I'm talking about. Have your business in order. If you want to be a gun owner, be a gun owner that has all your business papers together. You know, go about it the right way. Don't be out there buying something off the street. Serial number scratched off. Something happened, you know, you doing everything you think right, and then you got to mess around and shoot somebody. Their gun go into evidence or whatever, and they find out the gun was stolen 8 years ago from whoever. Come to find out it was stolen from a sheriff deputy or something. You just never know. And there you is in the middle of something, and all you was trying to do was defend yourself. Do your stuff decent and in order. Get your things together. Get your business together. And no, I don't know everything just because I'm just bought a gun now. I all of a sudden know everything. No. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking from the legal perspective. This is not legal advice, again. But I'm just saying, I have seen so many cases. Y'all know what I do for a living, and I just see all this stuff all the time. I be like, reading over these cases, I be like, fool. Was you thinking? Was your brain awake when you was doing this? When you was thinking about making these moves? What's going on? Be like, really? Ain't no way I would have did no foolishness like that. And I just thank God every day that I was not one of those people or kids that was, running up behind whoever in the streets. Cause Lord, ain't nothing out there, huh? I promise. And I be looking at some of them people now, and 99.9% of them look horrible. I still look fairly young I'll be 37 next week. And those people that be out there in them streets, baby, they look toe down. Look 50 years old. I be like, woo. Not that 50 is bad, but I'm saying, to be my age or younger, they look terrible. Some of them people look ran in the ground. I be like, baby. I can't do that. But some people, you can't tell them nothing. So you just let them go and they got to learn on their own. I don't never finish the cluster I be on. I be jumping to other stuff. That's how I be when I be cleaning the house. I be cleaning my bedroom, come out the bedroom to throw something away, end up in the kitchen. I be like, what is going on? I could just be ooh. Can't never stick to the task at hand. I'm almost done with summer school. Thank you, Jesus. I finished my one class this week, one of my classes this week, and then my other class, I don't finish that till next month. And I'm just like, dang. Oh, if I could be through with that. That's the hard class. And if I had to realize that I didn't finish that until the end of July, I would have never signed up for it. But I'm just like, whatever. And I had, I had to think back to one of my friends. She like my sister. I had to think back to something she told me one time when I was stressing about grades, because I be trying to get an A and or a B and everything. And she was like, honey, doctors and lawyers made C's, and they still became doctors and lawyers. Don't let these people stress you out about no grade. You still gonna graduate. And so this stats class is not my greatest thing. I'm holding on to what I need, as long as I pass it, I'm okay. And I'm not failing or nothing like that. I just, I'm not holding a high grade as high of a grade as I do in my other classes. So, it's just like you get weary. You be like, oh Lord. And some of the topics in there, I be like, dang, I can't grab it or grasp it as easily as I do on the other, other stuff. And I just be like, I had to tell myself, girl, it's okay. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, you ain't gotta get 100 on everything. Calm down. It'll be okay. So I said, whatever. All right, y'all. I'm gonna eat this little piece right here. That's gonna be it. I appreciate y'all for listening, tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and share this video with everybody you know. I love you. You are loved. Whatever you're doing, be good or be good at it. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye.